Welcome back to the gun dungeon. Today we're doing a good ammo test in gel again. This is going to be one that's fairly new to the market. It's a Remington golden Saber, but it is a bonded bullet. So this is 147 grain. It says BJHP, so I'm assuming that stands for bonded jacketed hollow point. I've looked all over this box and I can't find any advertised velocities for it, so we'll figure it out. I've got the chronograph here, so we'll know what it's getting. We'll be shooting it from the Sig P365. I've left the Nano in the house for today. This will be our short barrel firearm. And we're going to be using the Glock 19 for our more service size handgun. So opening the box and checking out the ammo, it's a good looking bullet. Looks exactly like the old golden Sabers. Nickel casing. The box says it's waterproof jacket and waterproof primer, so which I assume they all pretty well are. If you've ever watched my ammo torture test, I kind of proved that. But this is a 147 grain bullet, as I said, so probably going to get some decent penetration from it. We've got old gel block Jerry here ready to take another ride. He's kind of new to the game, so hopefully he gets to go for a good hop today. Got 4 layers of denim, chronograph, as I said. Brand new gel block from Clear Ballistics Gel. They are helping the channel a little bit now, so appreciate that. And then in the back, I've got just an old junk catch block, which most of our wound track will be in the first one anyways. So without further ado, we'll get set up here, get my camera rolling, get the chrono on, see how she does. All right, so there is our chrono. It is 998 feet per second. That was from the P365. Do my best to keep my shadow out of this for you, but looks like a decent little wound tract. Not terrible. And right there sits our bullet. Looks like some fragmentation in there. A little bit of jacket, maybe some lead in there. That could be denim, I don't know for sure, but there are bullet sets. Right about 15¼ inches of penetration. Pretty good, but from where I'm looking, it looks like it didn't expand as well as it pictured in the advertising, but we'll dig it out and take a look. Let's put one more shot with the 365 in here, and then we'll try the Glock 19. Hey guys, I just want to let you know real quick that I do have an Instagram page now. I also have a Facebook page for the Gun Dungeon, and I'm now uploading content over on Rumble, since YouTube has decided to once again increase the restrictions on their firearm policies. We can no longer show 30-round magazines without being demonetized. So I'm uploading content there. I have a Patreon account now as well, where I'm uploading videos a week ahead of time. If you want to go over there and catch some early content and support the channel, that would be great. I'll have the descriptions for everything below. Also, don't forget to actually hit like and subscribe. 95% of my views come from unsubscribed viewers. It does help the channel, helps the algorithms, the whole 9 yards, and that's on any platform. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, any of those, it helps the channel. So I hope to see you guys over on those other platforms. There we are, 974 feet per second. Second shot, P365. Second shot is going to be this lower tract here. The sun's not really cooperating with me much. Let me hop on the other side and see if we can see a little better. Yeah, there we go. So the bottom tract is our second shot here. It don't look like there was as much of a wound tract. However, if you look right in here, try to get the angle for you, there we go. You can see there's definitely some jacket fragments here. Definitely some right there. And then there sits our bullet. We're gonna call it 14 inches penetration. It's a little lower in the block, so it's kind of hard to tell. But again, it's not really mushroom in the way that I would expect. But let's see how it does out of a Glock 19. It didn't go. So got the same reading, so did not get a reading for that Glock 19 shot. However, we will get to try that again, because here is our wound tract, this one closest to us, and as you can see, it exited the block but it did make it all the way to the end of this block. So we got 16 inches of penetration regardless. So we know that, but we're gonna do it again. Let's load the Glock 19 up, one more round. All right, here's what we got, 1,033 feet per second. So pretty decent little increase from the barrel length change. Didn't do the best on placing that round. This is the one that exited. The one right above it there is the round we just shot. Fairly straight line wound track with some denim in it. Looks like some junk throughout there, a decent bloom there. And then it kind of curves down. And since it curves, in my experience, when you get a good bloom like that in the wound track and then a substantial curve, it's generally caused by a tumble. And right here sits our bullet. And it is, I don't know, about 3 inches. Hang on, let me grab our tape measure. About 3 inches into that other block. So yeah, we're looking at right at 19 inches of penetration. But in this cloudy old junk block, it doesn't look like it expanded. But let's dig them out and take a look. All right, so these are lined up in the order that they were shot. Strangely enough, it looks like the two from the 365 actually had a little more expansion than the one from the Glock 19 that we caught. That one expanded somewhat. These did not hit the table. These did not hit other bullets. They didn't hit anything like that. That's not good performance in my opinion. Not a whole lot of expansion. It looks like what did expand just broke off. You can see there's no petals here. The petals are just sheared off and gone. These two are about the only petals left of what did expand. Then we go to the second shot. You can still see the flutes on the side of the bullet here, so no expansion on that bullet whatsoever. The side that did expand some, those are those fragments that you saw in the block, in that wound track. The petals just sheared off. No mushroom at all to speak of. And surprisingly, from the Glock 19, even less performance. Looks like about 3/4 of the bullet didn't even expand at all. Maybe 1 or 2 petals here on the side that just sheared off again, but no expansion to speak of. More fragmenting than expanding. Well, that's going to conclude today's testing. I hope you all saw what I saw. In my opinion, I don't think these rounds did very well. They didn't do very good from the short barrel, and they didn't do very good from the Glock 19. If they're not going to perform from a Glock 19 size firearm length barrel, I definitely don't trust them in shorter barrels. And you saw, either way, whichever gun I used, they didn't perform well. It was more fragmenting than it was actual expansion. And that may have something to do with the bonding part of that bullet. Not for sure. I know the old Remington Golden Sabers were notorious for shedding the entire jacket, and the jacket and core would just separate into 2 different pieces, and they tend to under penetrate because of that. Penetration wasn't an issue with these rounds. It was expansion that didn't really work. So I'm going to give this one a thumbs down. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.